Coming up next on today's episode of Eye for an Eye.
We have had a chicken recipe in my family for many years. She stole it.
She's an alcoholic.
I won for the last 3 festivals, and she was dead bottom.
She slept with the judge.
Slept with the judge? She's a
She don't even
habitual
come
liar.
to church. It's all around town. It's a small community. Everybody know everybody.
In the court system, justice is not always just. That's why they bring their disputes here. Real people, real problems, real revenge. Justice is Eye for an Eye.
Hello, it's me, Cato Kalin, and welcome to Eye for an Eye. Today's case revolves around 2 cousins' bitter rivalry and a cheap blue ribbon. It was a prize at a state fair fried chicken contest, but it's really a symbol of these girls' lifelong competition. In this dramatic pecking order, who will get plucked?
I'm here to sue my cousin because she stole a family recipe that had won the annual festival in Bowleg, Oklahoma for the past 3 years.
I'm the defendant, and I am very upset that my cousin brought me all the way here just because she lost the contest.
She cannot be trusted. We have never gotten along. She's just a disgrace to the family, actually.
She's an alcoholic, and she can't cook. She couldn't follow a recipe if it was taped to her forehead.
Cook? Her husband left her because she can't cook. No, she couldn't boil water.
She put a whole bunch of mess in that chicken because she was drunk. And the whole family and the whole town know that she's drunk.
This is the case of the bitter batter battle, and they've cooked up a storm. Will extreme Akim be the calm in these rocky waters? Let's watch.
All rise!
Stream Akim, stream Akim, stream Akim, stream Akim, stream Akim.
All right. You're Miss Wanda Salter, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you're suing your cousin, Sophia Craig, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Tell me, Miss Salter, what happened? What are you bringing your cousin here in court for?
Your Honor, we have had a chicken recipe in my family for many years.
Where do you live?
Bowleg, Oklahoma.
Bowleg, Oklahoma, okay.
Yes, sir. For the past 3 years, we have won with my grandmother's secret recipe. But I have an article that was in the newspaper that shows me dead last this last festival.
So how many years in a row have you won the chicken? What is it, a chicken cook-off or?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you've won for how many years in a row?
3 years.
3 years in a row.
But prior to that, my grandmother had won this festival cook-off.
And how many years did she win it?
She won for about 5 years.
Okay.
And prior to that, her mother had won the chicken cook-off.
And how many years did she win it?
For about 5 years.
And why do you have this long family line of winning the chicken cook-off?
Because we have a secret recipe that was passed down by my great-grandmother, and no one has that recipe except my family.
Are you saying she took your secret recipe?
I'm saying she stole it.
You're saying
No,
she
sir,
stole
Your
it?
Honor.
She stole it.
That's not true, Your Honor. That's not true.
How would she have access to the secret
I didn't
recipe?
steal.
She had been to my home the week prior to the cook-off. And it states here that she had a good feeling that she was going to win this year's cook-off. Now, she can't cook, Your Honor.
Your Honor, that's not true, Your Honor. That's not true.
What is your version of the story?
What my cousin didn't tell you is that she's an alcoholic, and she don't know what she put in the chicken.
That is an outright lie. She's a known thief and a liar.
No, sir, Your
She's
Honor,
a
that's
known,
not true.
everyone in the family
That's
knows
not
that
true.
she's a thief and a liar.
That's not
and
true,
I don't
Your
drink.
Honor. That's
an
not true.
outright lie.
That's not true.
She had her stand set up next to mine at the festival. Now, we're not friendly, but for some reason, she kept coming to my table. And I do believe that she put some cinnamon in my recipe.
She must have been having some kind of blackout or something, because I didn't walk past her stand every 5 minutes. I did go.
First of all, excuse me, Your Honor.
I was speaking.
Yes.
I was speaking.
Your
it's
Honor,
my turn.
first of all, the article states that I have won for the last 3 years.
Okay, well, she does have a good point here. I mean, if you have had this recipe all these years in your family, you must know it by heart. And,
I do know it
and
by
everybody in
heart.
your family knows by heart.
That's exactly right.
You could have prepared it without having it.
Would I have it laying
so
around?
if you prepared it and she prepared it, you know, why did she win over you?
I was in her house for
because she
a
put
couple
cinnamon in my recipe.
In your recipe. And when did she have, you think she had the opportunity at the fair? Is that
Oh,
when you,
most definitely. That's why I'm saying she kept running past my table, coming up, starting conversations when we're not even on speaking basis. As I say, the whole town of Bowleg knows her to be a damn liar and a thief.
That's not true. That's not true, Your Honor. As I stated, she's an alcoholic. And
why don't you stop lying?
Why
don't you stop lying? She doesn't even know her way around the kitchen. Her husband left her because she can't cook.
My husband didn't leave me because I couldn't cook. My personal life is not relevant. The point is that she's an alcoholic. She put some stuff in her own chicken that she didn't know.
What proof do I have that you can cook?
I can cook because my aunt taught me how to cook, and she's here today as my witness. I have chicken here that I cook, and
you
if
brought
you
chicken
would like, yes, sir, I did. And if you would like to taste it, if you would like to taste it, you could be the judge. She's an alcoholic. She's standing here.
We're going back to the chicken.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, you cook chicken to bring it to me to taste.
Right.
And you cook chicken for me to taste.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Instead of me tasting this, I'm going to ask Big Sugar Ray to taste this chicken.
Coming up next.
And Your Honor, she lied. She said, don't nobody like me. If didn't nobody like me in the family, why my Aunt Jo here?
I didn't say anybody.
Okay,
I said she was known in the town to be a liar and a thief.
All right.
Well, if I'm such a liar, then why Aunt Jo here? Why she not your witness?
You're watching Eye for an Eye.
Are you saying she took your secret recipe?
I'm saying she stole it.
What my cousin didn't tell you is that she's an alcoholic, and she don't know what she put in the chicken.
That is an outright lie.
Eye for an Eye. Real people, real problems.
Before we get Sugar Ray to taste it, now who's your witness?
This is a friend of the family,
She's a
and she
drunk too.
knows the quality of my chicken.
Before we get to chicken, you come on in the cage and tell me what you know. And tell me your name.
My name is Vernetta Murray, and I'm here to support Juana because I know that she makes the best chicken I have ever tasted. She should have won that contest. If it was fair, she would have won. She won 3 years in a row, but this
she's so skinny, she don't even eat chicken. She don't even eat chicken. That's all she do is drink. Do it look like she has some chicken?
So you don't know anything about her sabotaging the chicken. You just know that she's a good cook and she can cook chicken and she should have won the contest.
I believe that she did sabotage a chicken.
But you didn't see it.
She said what
You
she
didn't see
believed.
it.
She didn't
She
see
believed.
nothing.
Okay, I got it. She believes.
They just talking.
Have a seat if you don't mind. Now, who did you bring here as a witness?
My Aunt Jo.
Okay, Aunt Jo, please come in the cage if you don't mind. Are you from Bow Legs, too?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
Tell me what you know about this.
Your Honor, this is just a big family mess. I'm her auntie, and this is my niece, too. I don't know what happened to her chicken that day, but this girl can cook.
And Your Honor, she lied. She said, don't nobody like me. If didn't nobody like me in the family, why my Aunt Jo here?
I didn't say anybody.
Okay,
I said she was known in the town to be a liar and a thief.
All right.
Well, if I'm such a liar, then why Aunt Jo here? Why she not your witness?
All right, Aunt Jo, we've heard thank you for coming all the way from Oklahoma for this. Now, you brought your chicken, too?
Yes, sir.
Where's your chicken?
Right here.
Okay, put your chicken right there on that table right there next to it.
Thank you, Aunt Jo.
Okay, Sugar Ray, you eating a lot of fried chicken?
My great-grandmother's best fried cooking
so we
chicken
got a good judge here. Okay, Sugar Ray, I want you to get in the cage, and I want you to take a bite of her chicken. This is an important decision. Don't make any comments till after you taste the other chicken. I want you to taste it good. That's it. Big Sugar Ray, I want you to have room for the other woman's chicken. Come on, get under the defendant's cage now. Don't tell me what you think till after you taste the other one.
See how juicy that is? You got some dripping.
Don't try to influence his decision.
I'm not his dripping. He didn't drip on yours.
All right, Sugar Ray. Okay. Come on back over here. Okay, they've come to me to decide who's the best cook. Big Sugar Ray, you're one of the few people in the world I'd trust to give me your honest opinion, and I want you to tell me, is the plaintiff's chicken or the defendant's chicken? Which one is the best chicken?
Yana, is the chicken so good? Both of them, I cannot choose.
Oh,
I mean, I cannot, I'm just telling the truth. I cannot choose both of the chicken.
But you didn't drip with her chicken.
It was so...
Mine was juicy. You dripped with mine.
Both of them was juicy. Both pieces was juicy and delicious.
If she could cook so well, why is it that I won for the last 3 festivals and she was dead bottom?
You cheated.
And that's a lie. You're just a liar.
Okay.
You see what I mean?
You slept with the judge.
What are you saying?
With the judge.
What did you say?
She slept with the judge.
Slept with the judge?
She slept
What did I tell you?
How many people live in Bowling?
She slept with him.
She's a
She don't even
habitual
come
liar.
to church. It's all around town. It's a small community. Everybody know everybody.
Do you have any proof she slept with the judge? You don't have any proof, do you?
I can't tell my
Did you sleep?
No, she doesn't.
Did you
have
sleep
any
with the
proof
judge?
Because that's an outright lie. As I say, she's a
Is it a
habitual
lie?
liar.
Is it a lie? You an
Did you sleep with the
alcoholic?
judge?
No, sir.
Okay, well, I know how to decide this case. It's going to be up to me to decide it, so I'll be back in a second and render my decision. Thank you.
Thank you, y'all.
Ooh, that show made me so hungry. Gosh, I can't wait to eat. You know, my family has a own special recipe. I don't want to brag, for their fried chicken. It's called takeout. I did that. I thought it was much funnier. You watched the monitor. You watched the entire case. What question do you have?
I was just wondering, weren't you girls friends growing up? How can you treat your cousin like that?
Well, you know, we loved each other once before, but like I said, she's an alcoholic, and you know how people are when they're alcoholic.
It's a good question. And you?
Well, family's about love, and it looks to me like love's gone out the window.
Yes.
I just think this is a family recipe. Why don't you just share it and both get along?
I'll sit down.
Yeah, why can't we all just get along? Hey, what do you say, a group hug? Or maybe just you and me. No, only kidding. Well, it doesn't matter what we think. It matters what Judge Extreme Akim thinks, and we're going to find out right after this.
Both of you came all the way from Oklahoma, so I know how important this case is to you. And you're trusting me to find out who is the best chicken cook-off. The one person I did trust was Sugar Ray, but he's not a food critic. I think he just loves all chicken. But I have a friend, and what I'm going to order in this case is I have a friend who is a food critic, and he's going to determine who the winner is.
Okay.
And the winner of this food cook-off is going to get the bat of justice. And now that's justice.
When we come back.
Y'all might want to get him a napkin because he might drool.
All right, Martin, big food critic, where's the blue ribbon going?
You're watching Eye for an Eye.
I have a friend who is a food critic, and he's going to determine who the winner is. The loser of this case is going to be tarred and feathered.
Well, that was a fine case, wasn't it? Judge Extreme Akim couldn't even decide. Come on, Judge. And then he has Big Sugar Ray, and he can't decide. Well, we're going to get someone to decide, and that's the food critic, Martin Randall. He's a food critic. He does this all the time. Did you see his gut? Of course he does this. He eats a lot. We're going to find out who the winner is, and the winner gets a blue ribbon. The loser, you won't believe this, but they'll get feathered and served. They're going to look like a chicken. We interviewed the girls to find out their chances of winning. Let's hear what they have to say.
I'm pleased with what went down in the courtroom, and I feel like that justice will be served today.
I'm thinking that I will be victorious in this case because I know that the recipe was stolen, and I think the judge knew that, and he will rule in my favor.
I have a very delicate palate, so that's how I use to determine which foods are better. Anytime somebody cooks, puts their love into preparing a meal, it's art. It's art. These people are artists, I'm sure. Yeah. And all I'm doing is judging which of their art is better.
It's time for the chicken run. It's time for the chicken run. Hey, why did the chicken cross the road? So Juana wouldn't eat her.
This is the best chicken that you will ever eat in your life. My grandmother passed this recipe down to me. Yes. See how crusty it is? Look how juicy it is.
It is very good. It's
very moist
inside, flavorful crust.
Oh, he said moist and quite firm. And wait, he's talking about the chicken, right? Not Sophia.
Well, we're in a contest right now, so we'll have to see which one is best.
He just tried Juana's chicken, and trust me, Juana want to win this contest. Now he's going to check on Sophia.
My chicken has garlic with some seasoning and spices in it. It's very juicy, and as a matter of fact, when Sugar Ray ate it, he was drooling at the mouth. So y'all,
you know, Sugar Ray drools after eating anything.
He was drooling at the mouth. So y'all might want to get him a napkin, because he might drool after eating it. Smells good. Just taste.
I may have to try both of them. Very nice, both of them.
Martin's a food critic. Look, he's got to try Juana's chicken again. Is anybody going to be able to decide who the winner is?
When it's something that's this close, I want to make sure that my decision is...
All right, Martin, take your time on this one. Take your time. No rush. We want to make sure we have the best chicken.
Again, this one, I think the crust was a little bit crispier than the wing, okay? And very flavorful.
Yes,
Again, nice and moist.
Yes.
Nice and moist.
This guy can't... I think this guy's just getting a free lunch.
Well, they're good pieces of chicken. Both of you. I've got to compliment you both.
He can't decide.
Sugar Ray, I can tell why you had such a hard time. Flavorful crust.
Yeah.
Moist, tasty inside. Just very... I've got to tell you, this is one of the hardest decisions I have ever had to make.
Ladies get one more chance to make a plea to Martin Randall, which I believe would be ass kissing.
I'm very confident that Martin will make the right decision, because I know that my chicken is the best.
All right, Martin, big food critic, where's the blue ribbon going?
As I said, ladies, both of these chicken, absolutely delicious, okay? I don't think I've ever had a harder decision to make. But I'm going to have to award the chicken just the slightest edge to Sophia.
No! I do not believe that! I do not believe that! I do not believe that!
There you got 30 years
I do not believe that!
Well, I'll tell you what. Juana has nothing to be ashamed of. That was a tough decision for Martin, and you got to respect him. He is a food critic.
Hater. Right here out.
All right, there you go, Sophia.
Pin it on.
There's no pins.
There's no pin. Oh, okay. Well, that's all right.
Hey, folks, guess what it's time for? Good old-fashioned feathered and syruping. What's that? Well, we'll be right back. You'll find out. Welcome back. Glad you're here with us. You probably had a piece of chicken while you were gone. And now it's time for what I promised you. Time to be feathered and served. Now, Sophia had the better chicken, so Juana is going to want to hide. You're going to love to see this. This is pretty funny. And by the way, folks, Juana brought her own goggles. Take it away, Sophia. Ooh. Don't worry, Juana. That's served light. Oh, no.
Get them little chicken legs.
Oh, no.
Get them in the front so they can see you. I hate these shoes anyway.
Hey, wait a minute, that's down. Oh no, that's feathers. Oh my God, the world's largest chicken. Hey, we just found out today Juana's getting married to Big Bird. Today, justice was finger licking good. Until next time, I'm Cato Kalin for Eye for an Eye.